How you going out there, everyone? Daniel, the Speedway Stewart's Racing. Give you an update on where I've been, and did you check out the bonus footage on the last video? Build 9. Let's get this going. So it's been a few days since you've seen it last. If you didn't see build 8 in the bonus feature, she's all done. I've been tinkering and doing a few little bits and pieces. Dash is all in, all the wires and that are all hidden away and everything like that. I just got a bit keen. New seat covers here, my seat, all the seats are mounted. Fuel tank's in. Had a bit of a boo-boo just before. I decided to paint the bottom of the boot, how I said, with Pretch back can. And now I've got to overspray all on that. So, buff job, get that off. Yeah, tank and everything's in. So the goal would be maybe get the motor and that in. I took everything off the motor, so that's going to take a little bit to put that back together. So we'll do that. There's really not much more to do to it, but to get it ready and running. As I said, I'm sort of pushing fairly hard. I just want it done. I've never been out for practice day at our local club at Rosedale, so I want to get it. I want to be out first straight away, and there's a couple of features straight up this season, so another reason why I want it to be up and going straight away. So yeah, engine in. I'll probably talk to Shane about the exhaust. I know we talked about the exhaust. I was going to go get a new exhaust, but we'll see what Shane wants to do. He might want to upgrade his exhaust to mine. He doesn't run an X-pipe or anything like that. If that's the case, that's what we'll do. We'll shoot it over on Shane's car. Which pretty much I'll just take the mufflers off or the hot dogs, or get him to replace them, and then go from there. Yeah, so all the wiring and everything's ran. I'm just gonna go to the best shop in the world, Bunnings, get some bolts, the best supply of bolts you can ever get. Some P clamps for the fuel line, and yeah, I'll run the fuel line. I'm going to wire up the fuel pump today, and probably I'm going to run out down the road to a friend. He's got a VZ, scored some panels off him, so which is good. Yeah, that's what we're going to do, the rundown. So we might get the motor out soon-ish. Just a little, as with all the YouTube and stuff, guys, I'm not 100% sure whether you like how I've jumped forward. Just let me know if you want to see me put the dash in and the gauges in and the wiring and stuff like that. The reason why I sort of didn't is because I had to be in the car, and you can't really see, you just need two hands to do stuff. But if you want to see that stuff and put the tank and that in, just let me know and I'll do it. As I said, I like YouTube. I want to make it grow, the channel grow. So you seem to like it. Whether you just let me know whether you like more of me putting the car together, or if what I'm doing is fine. Just leave a comment below, and yeah, we'll go from there. I can only make it better if I've got suggestions to make it better. Yeah, or if you like what I'm doing, just let me know. Yeah, so I might jump in the car now and go get some bolts, just some bolts for the bumpers, and what else is it? Bumpers, some P clamps, and basically the inside of the car's done. I might put my quarter vent window bar in. We'll just, yeah, I've got to mask up a fair bit of stuff. Not a fair bit of stuff, but all the, from the MIG, I've got to weld it back in. So Everything come up pretty good. I'm finding things that I've missed when I painted stuff, but as I said, I'm not a professional painter. It looks good, I like it. Just little mistakes on my part. That partial shelf will be easy fix. I'll just buff it. It'll come up alright. Yeah, that's all we're at. Yeah, stay tuned, guys. And yeah, we'll get some work done. So next on the list would be, let's put this motor in. Just got to get it out of its hole. It's hidden away down the back there. Just to move some stuff out of the way, get the crane on, engine stand, crane, gearbox on, flywheel, clutch, and yeah, we'll sit the big donk in. This is just the engine I ran last year. This will be the spare engine. After the new one proves itself, if it doesn't prove itself, we'll flicker out and put this one back in for good. Yeah, I'll chuck you on time lapse and let's get it done. Here you go, the big donk. Let's put some stuff on it, I suppose. Big seals on it. Nothing special about this thing. Let's get her doing. Hopefully I hear from this sponsor that I'm waiting on today. Fingers crossed. And you will be the first to know. So yeah, it'll be pretty big for what I'm after. And hopefully it should be the right direction I want to go with the car as well. So you all know, fingers crossed. So if you're rocking and rolling a bit, you're riding my big donk over there.
Nice.
Yeah, we don't run anything special, just exceeding heavy duty. Have a look at these bad boys here. So ARP. Turn this around so you can see. Whoop. Can't really see them real good, but that's it, guys. There we go. Whoop. Those bad boys there. They are unreal. Very strong. So I reckon, yeah, if you've got it, you got to replace them, go with them. I'll turn these off for a sec and I'll sit this on so the camera doesn't fall down and break. Right, so we've got a clutch all on. I didn't put any Loctite on them flywheel bolts because this is pretty much only going to be loaded up in the trailer off the exhaust joint and back, so I didn't want to have to muck around cleaning bolts and that. Clutch is all on. Just with your dummy input shaft, I put a bit of grease on them, in and out, in and out. Bit of lube never hurts, just to allow that gearbox to slide in. It's either you can usually, some people usually put it on the gearbox input shaft, but that's just as easy. The reason why we need to get this engine in is I need to put a stopper on the accelerator pedal on my last car, just with the Ecotex and having the 350 Holly. When you put your foot down, it doesn't hit the floor properly, being the carby, the throw of the carby. So in the past, we've stretched a few accelerator cables. They do sort of get to a point where they stop stretching, but I don't want that at all. Like it shouldn't stretch. So we just put a bit of a stopper on. We hook everything up and put my foot flat and then measure it. And I just weld a bit of a bar with a V on it, so the bar of the accelerator pedal slides into that V. It's easy as, and then it's got a stopper. Then you know when you flat stick. So other reason why I need the engine in as well, and there's a couple of little things I need to address on it before it's finished, and that's one of them. And just make sure all the clutch and everything, I can hook all that up. I could do all the tail shaft loops. And if I get really enthused, I can actually put my old doors on it, because my old doors all have my prefix and everything on it, and I've got enough stickers here to do all the decals, like your fuel, your on-offs, and all that sort of stuff. So I can actually get it daylighted if they're doing that yet. Yeah, with this engine in. So there is a method to my mad. That's why I'm putting this engine in. The main reason is that exhaust. I want to get the car over, get the exhaust done. And I don't know if I said it yet, but my engine's going to be here at the end of this month, so it doesn't have to be in there long. I talked to the engine builder yesterday and everything's moving forward good. Just with a few other little different things I want to do with this engine, just the fan setup and stuff like that. I want to go away from that fan controller and go a different way. Just want to take the human element out of it. But as I said on previous videos, like racing videos and stuff like that, this E85 engine, the new one could be different because we're going fairly different build compared to this one. It might run hotter, but I'm basing everything off this. And if it's anything like this, it needs to have a fan controller of some sort in it, so it can control the fans, because it needs to stay up about 95 to 100, and that's where it likes to be on the dyno. Everything worked perfectly on the dyno at that, so that's what we're going to aim for again. So yeah, which is fairly easy on the way I want to do it. So yeah, let's grab this gearbox and I'll sit the gearbox on. really wanted to show you how easy these tough mounts are to work for anyone knows how hard it is to get a V60 in with standard engine mounts, but I really have nowhere to film to hold the camera. Yeah, I'm gonna try here. Sorry about the angle, but I'll try and leave it here for you V6 guys out there. Just move this a touch. Does that work? Hopefully that works for you guys. I'm gonna, just show you how easy these tough mounts are compared to standard engine mounts for Ecotec. So these are the holes down here. Might have to jack the old gearbox up. There we go. There she is. Obviously I'm one person here guys, so if you have another person, it's just a touch. Bit of wiggle and a jiggle. Oh, you rolled over a bit. But yeah, they are easy. A lot easier. One person, few taps, bit of a jiggle. I don't know if you can see down there, but the issue I had moving the engine is the jack's on like an old foundation. You can see that big foundation there. It's probably about 20 mil, 25 mil high, and the jack didn't like going in there. So, but no, they're both in. Tough mounts are the go. They're easy. Super easy to use, and if you're anything like me and have tried putting these in with standard engine mounts, absolute nightmare. But no, that's it. Engine's in the hole. We'll do a cross member, and I should be able to get under there and put the engine mount bolts in, nuts, and then yeah, I'll jack the car up and do the cross member and start fitting her up. So we're somewhat getting it done. Scrape the wires and that over it. Had to weld my power steering reservoir in, just down the bottom. Bolted, it's fairly solid. Just gonna shoot down the street soon and get some heat shielding for the starter motor and everything. Gearboxes are all in, mounts done. I'm gonna get Shane to come over later, as I sort of talked about that little bracket that I got to weld on for the accelerator. So Shane's going to stop in later and we'll set that and weld that. I just wanted to weld everything in one go, which is the last of the welding, which is the reservoir, my windscreen quarter vent window bar, and the accelerator stopper bracket. So yeah, engine's in, the power steering cooler's in. Just tinkering away, just sort of pulled everything apart fairly good. Got main starter motor wire, which I might shorten that because I've ran it a bit differently this time. Green wire is just for the push button. The other red wire that's with the green wire just here is up to the kill switch, so it kills everything. And there's another wire that goes on that shoots over the alternator, the main power for the alternator. So yeah, getting there, just playing race cars, tinkering. We'll probably have it running tomorrow, maybe late tonight. But Just got to go down, yeah, in P clamps. I got to get some P clamps as well for me fuel line. That's all. It's motoring through, guys. We'll hopefully hear it running tomorrow. Hey guys, we're back. So I got a bit busy over the last few days. She's moving. She's rolling around on her own. Got brakes, thanks to Violet inside. We bled the brakes. We're done. Just stickers, and I've got to get my good engine. Still got the dunger in it, but yeah, she's sounds good. Sounds like it did. Everything worked. All my new wiring and everything like that is all good. Front riser I haven't put on yet. I'm not 100% sure. I'll get to decide. Let the viewers decide on Stuart's Speedway, Stuart's Racing. White visor. What do you think with the black? I thought about maybe going with white visor, and since I put overspray all on the pasture shelf, I thought about going white as well, or knowing me, I might just probably leave it. But she's all in, everything's ran, all the brake lines look nice, all the fuel lines are good. It needs a mad wash, but everything's there. So what's next on the agenda? Well, good old Victoria. Oh, we're back in lockdown again. Another 7 days, which we all know that'll, yeah, can't trust a word that they say at all. All the boot work's done. Jesse boy's got his shirt on today, his jumper.
Bit muddy.
Bit muddy from soccer last night. At least they got soccer training in. Yeah, Jess, you want a video? I'll start it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to get some shoes on? We'll just hold it back from there. Yeah, she runs good.
Yeah, we tested her before. She's good as.
Yeah, it'll keep going, I think. Oh, smell that E85. Today everything come up good. We actually broke a brake line when we're bleeding the brakes. Just a couple of little things I've got to do. It's mainly all there. Obviously we're going to take all this off, and then you can cut a bit of the strapping out so I can put the air cleaner and that on. With everything's in, one hole to clean up. Might give her a squirt. Look, she's gonna die. She's dead. Nah, that'll get me the exhaust joint. Allows me to load it up on the trailer a lot easier, get it to the exhaust joint. Obviously not next week, it'll be the week after. But yeah, come up really good. Just little things, like even like the bonnet struts. We put brand new bonnet struts on it. Boot struts, they are awesome. All me breather pipes and all that are in, all insulated around them so they don't cut a hole through or anything like that. We actually broke the left-hand front brake line. We had to not go anywhere. One imaginarily appeared in my hand, but we got all that fixed. Yeah, power steering, everything's good. All my lights work. Turn the ignition off. Yeah, that's us. Now what to do? Yeah, that's a big question. Time to go back to work. Car's done. Organise some sign writing and stuff like that. I'd like to go for a mad rap that everyone's going, but I just can't justify the price with my look. Just as good, I think. They're a hell of a lot cheaper. Shout out if anyone wants to jump on board and do a good deal. Be much appreciated. And talking about jumping on board, so I may mention a bit of a surprise for me and this car. So we've got a new sponsor on board. GW Racing has jumped on board this season, so we're going to get some pretty sick Bilsteins for it. Been working and holidays and everything. They're absolutely flat out, which is always a good thing. So shout out to GW Racing. Yeah, just going to try and go a different way in suspension and try a couple of different things, which they sort of, yeah, hopefully it works out. So big shout out to them. There'll be more to come, but yeah, flood their page, guys. Standard Saloon stuff. Yeah, after internet, they're pretty good. Sorry, phone call. Really good turnaround too. They're in Queensland, but shipping and stuff like that, it takes 3 days, especially for us in Gippsland and that. They bypass Melbourne, so everything that gets sent is always good. They do a lot more suspension than that too, guys. So hit them up, let them know I sent you as well, which is always a good thing. But yeah, GW Racing, let's bring it on. Makes things a lot easier. I've got just about every good sponsor you could imagine. So we've got suspension, we've got engine sponsor. What else have we got, bud? Dyno Man sponsor. The main 4 sponsors would be GW Racing, High Performance Cylinder Heads, Powered Up Performance, Traralgon Suspension and Exhaust. He's going to jump on again and do the exhaust for me. Victoria Rose Tea Rooms in Rosedale. If you're ever going up to Rosedale and want to stop in, if you leave a bit early and want to stop in, grab a coffee or something like that, they do heaps of stuff. Yeah, pretty happy. Everything's coming together finally. There's one more sponsor I'd like to get, that everyone would like to get, would be a fuel sponsor, even a fuel card, even a top-up card. It'd have to be from, if someone was going to jump on board, if it was a BP fuel, it would be for the road car. I don't get any fuel for the race car unless it's from United. They're the only guys that do E85. So if anyone wants to jump on board, shoot me a message or whatnot. I will sit my email address in the comments below. And talking about comments below, all my sponsors are in there too, guys. The information and all that sort of stuff, if you need to hit them up. But without the guys that I've just mentioned and girls, we wouldn't be as good as what we are, just spending the right amount of money in the right spot. They're very knowledgeable. Yeah, so big thanks to all of them, all the sponsors, even Shane's sponsors. There's still one more big surprise to come for the Stand Saloon world. We've been working on something. It's going to be fairly big. We won't there's a few people that know, but when that bombshell drops, yeah, it'll make your drawers drop. But yeah, that's it for me. There's not much more I can show you for now. Might have a week off inside. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Getting subscribes, which is good. Let's keep them going. So if you like what you see, like, subscribe, comment, hit them sponsors up, guys. Every time you hit them up and mention our names, when we ring them up, talk to them, or anyone's sponsors, not just mine, anyone's. Anyone that races speedway, if they've got sponsors on their cars, they're the go-to people you want to go to. They're there for a reason. And just mention their name as well. It's a good thing when someone stops in somewhere and they say, oh, we've seen your name on someone's car. Then it comes back to us, and then they know they're doing the right thing too by sponsoring you. So it is what it is. See you on the next one, guys. Love you. Bye. Also, one other thing I forgot to mention, we done the first startup on Facebook on the Stilts Racing and Fabrication. So if you want to see the first startup, it goes a little bit long. We had to put some oil and stuff in it, but absolutely 100% first startup with the old engine. I can't post it on YouTube because I had music in the background. So yeah, as I said, you need to watch both channels, guys. YouTube and my Facebook. See yous.